Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Holler. I'd like you to turn your math book, please, to page 739. I know we missed and skipped over some of the pages in the measurement chapter, but we wanted to at least make sure that we talked a little bit about 2D and 3D shapes before the end of the school year. So we are going to start talking on page 739 about the 2D shapes. So 2D shapes are shapes that are flat and that you can't really like kind of feel like the difference between a 2D shape is a circle and then a 3D shape would be like an orange. That would be the difference between like something that would be flat like a 2D and like an orange like something that would be 3D that would be a sphere. So today we're just going to stick with the 2D shapes. I think this should be review for almost all of you, and you should be able to do it very simply. What they want you to do is to draw a picture of each of the different shapes next to the name. So this first word right here says circle. So here is a picture of a circle. You can go ahead and draw a circle, and if you want to draw a line, you can. The next one we're going to do is keep it simple, and this next one says square. So this one is a square. So if you want to draw a square and then maybe draw a line next to it. Remember with the square, it has to has 4 equal sides. The sides are all the same, the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. The next one is a rectangle, and this is a rectangle. You guys all know that. I know there are 2 longer sides on the rectangle and 2 shorter sides. That's the difference between a square and the rectangle. Not all the sides are the same with a rectangle. Triangle is the last one. That's a triangle there, has 3 sides. So draw a picture of each of those. The last one we didn't do is a hexagon, and here is a hexagon. I'm going to put this one over here, and you can draw a line if you would like. But a hexagon has, let's count how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagon has 6 sides. So I'd like you to draw a hexagon as well. Sometimes I can show you quick how to draw a hexagon. It can be a trickier one, but you can do the top, and then you can do the bottom, and then you can do the side, and the side, and the side, and the side. So go ahead and put me on pause if you need a couple seconds to draw each of the different types of shapes, 2D shapes. Here are all the different ones. Okay, if you have that all finished, we're going to go ahead and go on page 740. Look at the top. It says, a 2-dimensional shape is a shape with only length and width. So we have here our normal 2D shapes that you guys have used and seen a lot since you were kindergarten, preschool, first grade, all of that. So we have a circle, we have a triangle, we have a square, and a rectangle. I like how we said on the front page, here is the hexagon. It has 6 sides, the hexagon. Now let's take a look at this one. This is called a pentagon. Say that word with me. Pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a pentagon has 5 sides, but it's also a 2D shape. This shape right here is called a parallelogram, which is kind of a crazy word to say. So say it with me. Parallelogram. Kind of one of those words that are fun to say. It looks like basically a rectangle, kind of turned a little bit on the side. Also kind of looks like a little bit like of a diamond. It has 2 sides that are the same length and 2 sides here, the top and the bottom, that are a little bit different lengths. There are 4 sides on a parallelogram. The last one we're going to talk about today is called the trapezoid. The trapezoid also has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks kind of similar to the pentagon, but it doesn't have the point on the top. Also kind of reminds me of if I would cut it like this and like this. Do you see what shapes in the inside of a trapezoid? A trapezoid has a square and 2 triangles along the sides. So a trapezoid has 4 sides. So once again, we have, say it with me and point to it, circle, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, parallelogram, and trapezoid. Number 1, circle the shape that matches the name. So circle the shapes that match the name. So let's take a look at this. This first one is that crazy long word, parallelogram. All right, so we said the parallelogram has to have 4 sides. Is this a parallelogram? No, it's not. That has more than 4 sides. What about this one? Is this a parallelogram? The answer is yes. Oh, we know this one's a circle, so that can't be it. How about this one? Is this a parallelogram even though it's turned a little bit differently? The answer is yes. This is a parallelogram as well. See how it still has 4 sides, and 2 of those sides are a little bit kind of crooked. Not crooked, but just a little bit off the normal straight line. Number 2, it says triangle. I want you to circle the triangle while I circle the triangles. These 2 are not. That's a parallelogram, and this one is a pentagon. Number 3, it says write the name of the shape and circle the shape that it matches. Do you remember which shape? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this shape has 6 sides, it has to be a hexagon. So we're going to write the word hexagon. Don't laugh at my handwriting on the computer. It's not very good. You'd think by now I would be getting better, but I'm just not. So there's the hexagon, and then it says to circle the shape that matches the picture here. Does this first one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it does. This one only has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So the only one that matches the hexagon is this first one. All right, let's take a look at our next page is on 741. It says circle the shapes that match the name. I think you can do this on your own. So I'm going to put it on pause, and I want you to put it on pause right now. And then when I come back, you will I'll have all the answers circled so that you can check it. But I think you can do this page all on your own. So do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Number 4 says to circle the shape that says the name, trapezoid, hexagon, triangle, pentagon. Then they want you to write the name of this shape right here and circle the one that matches, and then circle the shape that does not belong in each group. All right, give it a try. Okay, boys and girls, I have the answers all done for this page. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. This page. So go ahead and pause me and check to make sure that your answers are the same as mine. All right. On page number 742, we're going to look at number 12. Identify the shape of each sign. So what shape do you think this yield sign is? I hope you said triangle because that is the correct answer. So we're going to write triangle. I actually going to type the word triangle. It's a lot easier for Miss Fuller to do that than to write it. How about this one right here? What do you think the speed limit sign? What type of shape is that? Some of you might say square, but why is it not a square? It's not a square because all 4 sides are not the same. It's not a square. A square has to have the same length, the same distance on all 4 of the sides. So this is a rectangle. Yes, there it is, a rectangle. All right, we have to see how many of each of the shapes do you see. So we have a picture here of our, looks like the city zoo. How many triangles are there? Let's see, we have apes, that's 1. Monkeys, that's 2. Eagles, that's 3. And otters, that's 4. So we should have 4 triangles. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides. So how many which of these is which one of these city zoo houses or city zoo places is a hexagon? 6 sides. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop, there's 1. So there is the hexagon. How many rectangles are there? There's 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles. Those look like squares to me, so we're going to say 2 rectangles. How many squares? Big cats, that's 1. Bears, that's 2. Penguins, that's 3. And giraffes, there's 4. Okay. How many pentagons do we have? Pentagons have 5 sides, just the front gate. So just 1 pentagon. And circles. Do we have any circles? Maybe in the zoo and the double O's, but nope, we don't have any, so we're going to put a 0 for circles. The right math I would like you to do on your own today. It says to give an example of objects in your school. Well, unfortunately, we're not in our school, but we're in our home. So tell me one thing that you can find in your home that looks like a triangle and one thing in your home that looks like a square. Tonight you have for homework, this final page, 743 and 744. Good job with this today. Bye, boys and girls.